Hello, YouTube. We are back again, again. Same day. That's why I say again. Um, I'm not gonna do this. I think just for the sake of stuff for now, we're gonna go back to the main story. Because now we have, like, enough currently unlocked. Yeah, because you have the weeklies unlocked, they'll take a while. We have all the tribes now. For current situations. So yeah, I think we are good to go for now. Let us resume. No, actually, while I'm thinking about it though, let me detour. Oh, whoops. I forgot them, so it's not my free travel. It's my return. I need to empty my inventory a little bit more. And also need to stop over by the after castle real quick. Here we go. This one. Actions. Action. Let's get a couple more of these. Just for the sake of grinding later, I will, I don't honestly know. I'm not even gonna bother with those. I really only use the reduced rates. Like, consistently anyway. Here real quick. Yeah, we don't have any enlistments. We don't have enough. Whoops. We need another squad, yeah. We only have the 3, sadly. Once you get higher, you can glamour them. And not edit. Can we access? I don't think we can. We can't access the chocobo. I believe there's stuff in the chocobo. Steal. Yeah, there's still stuff in the chocobo. Let us sort this. Way we have it to the end. Pull this out. Got to stripe stuff out. Wild rose. Doesn't really matter about that. I wish we could get the other invisible ones. I don't know if that's more than what we have or not. We'll see. First new robe. Strafe. Wailed. Emperor's breeches. Strafe. Wailed rose. Strafe. Wailed rose. The green beret. Is that all we pulled out? No. New boots too. So, did we pull out exactly 10? We're out of glamour now. Again. Yeah, we'll pull that in. Okay, perfect. Now let's stop over at our retainers. That way we can empty that out as well. Because once we have that kind of stuff done, we'll be able to not worry about main story, like continuing and running out of inventory if we get a dungeon or whatever else. See what we got. So now we got a bunch. Mossy Horn, I'm gonna assume was an item we picked up. I know the Drake stuff is, the skins. I think that's a other. And 4. Pod. Wyvern Wings. Near Eastern Antique. Wait. Oh, we still have materials. Okay. Dragon Blood. I don't know if the acid is a drop item or not. I'm not sure, actually. Okay. I'm good to go there. Materia. Which I called them materia, but they also are dye. Make sure and I also put the dark matter in there. Personally, anyway. That's how we're putting in there. What is our, like, other one? Here? Let's get these in here. That in there, that in there, that in there. I think that's, like I said, another. Put that in there. I'm gonna just go ahead and put these in here. Not a big deal. I don't remember the cooking sherry is something that comes with it. Just an item or not, but whatever. Got a bunch of fucking food here. I think the rest is just meh. I think the rest is just meh. Let's mining. We did have a little bit of ore. Okay. I think that's good enough. Let's sort again. Yeah, and over an entire bag empty, so we're good to go. Not. Now let's go to. Do we have anything that was marked? No. Mark that at the top. To Kugane. Bottom, boom, boom, bottom. Need to hand a sketch. Yeah. Kurakaze. How do you do, madam? Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptionally quality. Exceptional quality. Delivered but the other day. Now, have you seen these two? An Ori shinobi and a Rogadin samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation of the lands across the Ruby Sea. The doomed rebellion, after 2.5 decades of quiet. Yeah? I see. And you are familiar with the ways of the Hinagashi. How we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own. Indifferent and callous, some may call us. But pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation, such as ours, is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? I get it. If you get asked if we were here, you'll tell them we were here. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to take the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. You've been a great help, Mistress Otakaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3 and I'll take the rest. And we'll meet here when we've finished, alright? Good luck. What do you want to bet there's only 4 on that list? You take 3, I take the 1. Nah, Lyse wouldn't do me dirty like that, would she? Oh, so this is a Falcon Porter, so... For future ease of travel. Where are you, Gosetsu? Yugiri? We must findeth thee. Oh yeah, I haven't done this one yet either. Blech. I swing and I miss. I swing and I miss. Kugane Ufunokura. Founded under the auspices of Kugane's lord, Bugayo, this facility specializes in construction of smaller crafts and the repair of visiting vessels. Accordingly, the shipwrights employed here are versed not only in local shipbuilding traditions, but in foreign techniques as well. Yeah, I don't mind the most basic of the jump puzzles. Honest Spice Trader. Have you seen these? You asked me if I have seen this Ari woman and this Rogadin samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radz-Atan. It would be unreasonable to detour. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. What about you, Kurt Captain? Yes, a Rogadan gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away, like all the others before him. The woman? Nah, I know not her not. How do we get up there? I don't remember. Because I'm pretty sure the other one's up. I think we needed to stay up here. Correct? Correct. I'm pretty sure it's at the end of this, Dude, the first time I was here and how big this was, it took me forever to find these three people. Like, forever. Here you go. Passengers, no. We no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now, we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? Ha! If it is women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Bruh, do I look like I'm looking for a brothel, sir? It's quite an interesting group. Oh, hey. I can talk to you, right? Greetings, I take it you have come to see me about a retainer? Inquire about retainer jobs? Is that how we do it? Purchase a copy of Modern Vocation. Exchange 40 ventures for a copy. Oh, you need 40 ventures. Okay. I should have enough. How many ventures do I even have? I know I picked up quite a few when I was, Oh, I'm down to 19 now. Whoopsie! I'll have to work on that later. Get more. But now I can turn the one into a warrior instead of a marauder. I don't know if there's much point to that. Honestly, I really don't, but I do it every time anyway. Hey, Lyse. How did it... Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. We got the sketch. Add in here, because we'll save that for later. Save this for later. Casual thing in there too, the sketch. Since we're not probably going to use that for a while. That in there, that's for that. That in there. We won't be going back to Vesper Bay for a bit. At least. We'll put it in there. It's probably a trap. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. There was someone on the list I forgot to visit. Gayoto? He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means. And a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. And as I said when we were doing the tribe stuff, you had not met a Namazu yet. Meet a Namazu. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen them yet. What? What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish! Yes, yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, agent. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in a proper manner. So, sorry, I've never met, let's start again. You're Gayodo, right? My name is Lyse, and this is Lily. We're looking for some friends of ours. I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril, and the fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the science coffers, right? I don't know about that, but she gonna kick your ass for just offering it, but we wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under the cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasogara Gare Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? It's about time our luck changed. Alphino and the others will be thrilled. Oh, we gotta go to the Ruby Bazaar. Which the fastest way there is just teleport. Because this city is deceptively big. Like, you look at this and it's like, yeah, it's big, but just walking from here to here, that's a long walk. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the office? Yes, I will. Welcome back. We ourselves returned but a moment ago. You wouldn't believe some of the things you can find down at the markets. We're spoiled for choice here. I hope my information was of value. Maybe. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Othard. None, however, had made mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us. And then you'll never believe what happened. So, this Gaido claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle? Or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gayodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gaido claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. It is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gayodo's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you, the Seikise will not hesitate to clamp you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? To review, Lyse, Lily, and I will meet with Gyodo as planned. Alphina will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in that likely event that Gyodo attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lyse will subdue him, and together we will make our escape, as our actions will surely draw the attention of the Seikise however the fuck you say the guard's name. We will evade them with Alphino's assistance, and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyodo does not play us for fools, but we shall see to the bridge. Time to see what's going on. Are we being played or not? Hiya! This is the one that I missed earlier. Well, didn't miss. What? Well, I forgot about it when I passed it or whatever. Kugane Alleyways. This quiet canal-side lane offers a splendid view of the Tasogare Bridge, built in the distinctive arch style of the Far East. Just beyond lies Kugane Ufunakura, where vessels that sail the seas are made, above which rises the airship power, where vessels that soar in skies are married. I guess I can go right there. Get up there. It's a trap, isn't it? We may as well stop kidding ourselves. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Lily. Something fishy. Something smells fishy. I wonder what that fishiness is.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
The ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me, these ones are for Doma.
Oh, shit. Well,
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
is it ever?
Nothing personal, yes, just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Right in the kisser.
Ah!
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
He's got the prisoner. He's done before the whatever comes. Fight, brother. Fight now, talk after. What do you say? Disappointing, but not surprising in retrospect. We probably should have... Yeah, I'm with her. Shut up and listen. Hold on to Gaio, you deal with the Imperials. I don't know why he was not focused on me. Oh, I'm targeted on the wrong one, that's why I'm not working. Like, why ain't I attacking?
Of all the bloody places.
Well. That's not good. As expected, they have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Thank you. Use the smoke bombs to evade patrols. Be warned that attacking them will result in failure. Weapons down. Split up and head for the Ruby Bazaar. Yuta, get your ass over here. Damn it, they found us. Use a smoke bomb so we can escape. My goal. Nice work. Let's find a way out of here. I am pretty fucking close. You're blind as a fucking bat, though. Peace. I love the fact you're supposed to, like, go around these guys. But you can straight up just fucking smoke bomb your way through. Oh bugger, they've got a whole squadron out there. Come with me! I will guide you to your friends. Okay. First a talking fish, and now a tortoise. Huh. What have we got into? I don't think I normally actually see him come from there. We still have 6 smoke bombs, by the way. You just blast through there like that. It's book stealth. Thank the 12 you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not find you in time. Everything is going to be alright. Trust me. Who needs stealth? I remember taking my sweet time and only, I think, using like one smoke bomb the first time I did this. And then I found out, why was I trying so hard?
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kojin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
That way.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think.
Sekisei Gumi. Okay.
You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Well, after you then, my friend.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
I like Sorbonne. Straight to the point. Though we Kojin are of the sea, we often come ashore to sell our wares and peruse your markets. It is my hope that an arrangement with the East Alnada Trading Company will help us to more quickly obtain treasures that we seek. There's no denying that they were Imperials. They were wearing the same uniforms as the ones outside the consulate. All things considered, that went rather well. Thanks to Sorbonne, that is. You are doubtless wondering why our objectively green-hued friend here refers to himself as the Kojin of the Blue. The answer is quite fascinating, really. The Kojin language has many similarities with the ancient Hinagane, you see, and in ancient Hinagane, the word for green, ayo, can mean green and or blue. Though I do the word a disservice by even attempting to translate it, so steeped in meaning as it is, why they elected to keep on calling themselves the Blue in modern times is anyone's guess. I for one would have much preferred Kojin of the Io, but one theory posits that they prefer the sound of the word blue when spoken. Another is that they are physically incapable of distinguishing between the two, which would have interesting implications in their everyday lives. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guards snapping at our heels. Yeah, you're probably right. Right then, Gyoto should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Yeah. Beat him up. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu, every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us? Because you are an Imperial spy. No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy, so what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quietly. No. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sakese Gume came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me that the Aichin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known! If he is in the custody of the Sakese Gume, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right officer's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Uldal, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice. but to resort to morally questionable means. I'll make pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphino. I've given you everything that you have asked for, yes? Then there is no need for me to remain your prisoner? One of these days, I may just punch that man in the face. I'm glad we finally learned what happened to him, but did we really need to stir up all that trouble to do so? I hope I never have to carry a Namazu again. He's not heavy, but God's the smell. I didn't think to include bribes when I was calculating our budget for this trip. I've never laid eyes upon the sacred treasures of Eorzea. My heart fair trembles with excitement at the thought. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lyse, Lily, and I joined you. Alright, what about Gyoro? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soraban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure? As you wish. Everything is in order, then let us be off. The Saikese Gome barracks are to the north. Oh, I know. Been there. It's not even that far. But there's no point in walking because we can literally just zap ourselves right over there. I hope Hancock is good at his word. This looks a bit fancy for a barracks, don't you think? I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Waiting. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Let's hope. Continue waiting. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lyse. Everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of the government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, Lily? Right, everything's fine, probably. I mean, can it be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen?
How about you? Ah!
Was that
I mean, he's loud enough.
Gosetsu? I'm sure of it. He's in trouble.
Motherfucker has
Lyse,
a...
wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Yeah, probably.
Victory to the samurai!
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
Please do.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisagumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Don't ask us. We didn't do shit. And now we need to do a little talk with Setsu, because, like, you need to catch up, my man. Like, where is Yugiri? Was not for naught, at least. Our friend in the Sekisagumi is willing to consider this an investment of sorts, a payment against future misunderstandings. To be honest, I wish I had seen that fight. Just when I think I've heard everything. Once more, to the Ruby Sea. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. Oh wait, I'm speaking for the wrong person, though, voice-wise. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune! We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Tataru are waiting for us there. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby offices, Bazaar offices? Yes, I will. Let me in. Let me in. Osetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You vile fiend, malignant trickster! How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where's Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hian. Hian? Lord Hian? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hian is the heir to Doma's throne, and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of the Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your land. The Ground Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hian understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new viceroy, Yotsusuyo, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hian. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not all. Alphinaud's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane. Working closely with Tachiru and Hancock to feed us intelligence, there is a Garlean embassy just down the road after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the best tasks best suited to them, as you of all people should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve, each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Tachi was like, it's okay, Alphinaud. We'll keep company. Saraban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot! Question is, which pier? Pier 1 or 2? Pier 2. So we need... hostelry, whatever. Onward! And I know Alphinaud can hold his own in a fight, but he is plainly better suited to more cerebral tasks. Surely I'm not alone in thinking that. No. This one's smaller than the Misery, a lot smaller. Ah, Kojin Captain, a fine choice. Only Confederate sailors rival their knowledge and skill. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed, and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. If you insist. With me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
That giant ass Jingo looking tower that we saw in the
A
beginning.
sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever.
That's that's the other deep dungeon.
But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
That fucking thing that's going out to the sky. That's the next deep dungeon. So like Palace of the Dead. I've never gone very high in that one. So that will be a new experience. At least as of right now. I have intentions of running it on my other character too, so depending on when I get to it. On this character, it might not be new anymore, but... And I also wonder if it's easy to level up. I feel like they probably did adjust the other ones and just adjusted the Palace of the Dead. Anyway, somewhere out there across the water is Yugiri and Gosetsu's homeland. Woe betide any enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now, if the Garleans were to bring their airships, on the other hand, the Inaganas built this island as a bulwark against invasion and filled it with enough cannons to sink an armada. How wide and beautiful she is, the ruby sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Destination unknown. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel, and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate lords. So, let us go and greet them. Our destination is to the isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Lily, why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. Okay, Lyse. Let's go. I don't know why I got randomly added to this swimming, but I'd have been happy for him to take me across, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Be that way, I guess. Hey, Lyse. Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight, whenever it comes. 20 gil says I beat you there. I can't afford that, man. No matter how slow or fast I am, you're gonna be at the destination. That's not fair. Still west. So, probably up there? Not bad, we'll call it a draw. Hey, you didn't cheat and say you won. What spirit you two have to delight in this simple joy so readily. Not that I have anything against the occasional dip in the water, but to dive in on a whim is a bit... Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tensue. Zwei? Zwei? Is it up here? Or is it down? It is down, so we shall wait. This one is Tenzoya. Come, come, introduce yourselves. Ugh, my clothes have mostly dried, but they're still a bit clingy. Still, no regrets. Domo's position on the Confederacy could be best described as one of guarded acceptance. They are pirates, aye, but they adhere to a code and are a stabilizing force in the Ruby Sea, and are a stabilizing force. I wonder, Lominsian pirates have been known to say things like "arr," but surely pirates on the opposite side of the world would use different expressions, or or "arrororo." What the fuck was that one? Arrororo, perhaps? I fear you have the advantage of me. Lily Lovecraft, warrior of light, from Eorzea. Most honorable and esteemed Lily Lovecraft, I am Tensue, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss? You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your gil, perhaps? It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Othar. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. Cannot say with confidence that you'd reach your destination safely unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came with Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirt our waters and our customs, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before a koban. So I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. Yeah, sounds like that's what we need to do. Now, where is it? Here it is. Give me that ether current, motherfucker. By the way, somewhere around here, I think maybe more that way, there's a lava, and that's where you can do the hell fishing. And that's one of the things you need for Alto if you're doing fishing. Hey guys, why are you all standing over here? I am not certain this is a wise idea. I have been away for some time, so... You know what this is all about? That's Tensui over there, is it? Isn't it? That's a fucking mini-boss or whatever right there. Unless you like the flying shark. Fucking water everywhere and it's a flying shark. Shark was like, I don't need water. Fuck this water. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly. Whee! No! Took too long. Takes way too long to survey that. Blah blah blah. Surveying, surveying, surveying.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. And the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
Damn, I'm like neck deep in this water almost.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Can I be on the ship this time? Or do I have to fucking swim over there again? Y'all get on the fancy ship and I gotta fucking swim. Doma is but of one of many provinces under the Imperial control, filled with people who have had to find ways to cope with the bitter reality. So they really don't care what happens to Doma. I can't. I refuse to believe that. What are we waiting for? Come, come! Soroban cannot have gone far. Though now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Northeast, somewhere over there. There's Sprite. Hellborn Nanala. I guess it's like, oh, no, there's a Hellborn right there. Oh, come on. Can I not make that jump? The faults of not being able to fly in a new expansion. There's a dungeon in this area. Eventually. That's an Ether Current dungeon. So we'll probably one day do both. The one from Krithis. Go away. I said go away. Thank you. Oh good, he's still here. Ah! I told you he would not abandon us. I'm sure he has his reasons for his odd behavior, and I should like very much to hear them. Trust requires honesty. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my Red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. Nah, you're good. You understand. Kami be praised. Too often are shellless quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, Now that our business with Tensuye is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. What is my current... we're not that crazy behind that. To bend with the wind. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. I do. I see a ether current mission. That reminds me, Lily. Would you be as kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less like we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Okay. Too bad. Oh, you're one of the Aijin from the beach. Leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe, like Tensuya said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you at a fair price. Are you the merchant? Where's the merchant? What do you got? The merchant has to be over here, because I see symbols over here. Somewhere over here. Merchant and vendor. You get anything worthwhile? I know I looked at the other, but... Live shrimp. Missile greens. I'm not really summoning my chocobo at the moment, so... I'd still get another stack, though. How much is that? That's not horrible. Eventually. You can repair your own gear that way. Yeah, ether current. The price of betrayal. You, yes you. Do you know of the Ruby Price, the fortress in the middle of the Ruby Sea from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superior. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the Ruby tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I am looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail to the Ruby Price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. You'd think you could go in my stead. There's a man by the name of Ikaruga there. He is an old friend and should be able to identify who our competitive's superior is. The Ruby Price is the beginning area, right? Yeah. We'll mess with that later. Next up, Uthard and Doma. We're coming, Yugiri. Even if we need not fear the Confederacy, there is no telling what manner of Imperial presence we will find waiting for us. We must be careful. What are we standing around for? Did you not hear what Tensuya said? The Viceroy must be stopped. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard! Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tensuya said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it is safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Thank you. Much appreciated. would have been silly to swim all the way here, at least this time. Still have your bearings. I know it can be difficult when you're on the water. At long last, I am returned to my homeland. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. That you have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. See you later, Soroban. Kami praise or whatever. So we finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Garabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doma Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tensue was talking about. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. Boy. More Garleans! Yay! Just what we need. Yep, Garleans.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Hey look, it's Fuckface.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Yeah, that's Fuckface.
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said.
said that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. And we can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
What a bitch. We can't. Not now.
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lyse, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Well, she's a bitch and a half. You heard him, let's go. I hate it as much as you. Maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. I'm pretty sure that's the... I think we get the mission over... Maybe we get it over here, but... I'm pretty sure that is the deep dungeon tower. I think it's like Stairway to Heaven or some shit like that. I don't remember. Maybe not. I think it's Stairway though, or something like that. Heaven or something like that. In short, going up. Instead of going down, we're going up, as you can see. But is that not like a Jenga motherfucking tower? Like, I feel like I want to pull the pieces out of it and see if it falls. She's right. This is not like the Reach. This is worse. They were defenseless. You seem to have evaded their patrols so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. I have when I played Jenga. According to my map, we are on Onokoro. The tower is known as Heaven on High. Okay, Heaven on High. A mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alphino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Huh? Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down, we've got nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Then run, Lyse. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Lily. Down to 101. Let's go. And we keep going. See you later, guys. Peace. Our first crystal is in that area. Took care of the other ones. How you guys faring over here? Woof, that went better than expected. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Actually, in the village. Pretty sure there's one in the village. This is probably the one that's taking me to. So that's the way of it. Oh, there's a settlement here. And they've even got their own aetheryte. Wait a minute. I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tensuya, which means this place belongs to... Oh. Eastern Bow. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement. Mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. I mean, he had to have a reason. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask for the tithe. I think it's up. I feel like it's up the stairs. Could be wrong. Good evening to you, madam. No, oh yeah, you're just a fucking... Yeah, I know exactly where it is. Well, maybe not exactly, but I think I do. Yep, I know exactly where it is. Hiding up here. I was like, I think it's up here, actually. The more I saw the location, I was like, wait a second, yeah, no, I know where it is. We'll go a bit more since we're not at 2 hours yet. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Othard's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on this subject. No? Then what do you want, a second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that? An audience with their leader? How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Hey, Lyse. We put it all on your hands. On the second thought, maybe I shouldn't be the one to do this. It's never this simple, not with pirates, and if they're anything like Pavilion, then may the gods have mercy on us all. There he is. There he is then, our illustrious leader. Speak, no need to be shy. Hey, bud. Greetings, you must be Rasho? Leader of the Confederacy and so on. I realize this is a bit of sudden, but the thing is we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I'm probably broken half a dozen rules of the Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. So, Gosetsu's captured. We have an entire fishing village we need to save. Can you help us at all? Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari? Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter with your matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should in your stead. If you would speak of me of lives saved, I would speak of you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost, and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality, if you would excuse us. You're not wrong. All ties that bind a man must be renounced, without exception. He is to find a place here. Former lovers and bitter enemies alike must learn to bury their past and work side by side, or else be cast out. No matter how deep a man's hatred may run, he cannot let them dictate his actions. The good of the Confederacy takes precedence over all. The captain's word is final. Can't say I didn't warn you. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Hey Lily, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Setsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refuse. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. It's not up here. Arms crate. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. Hey, Lyse. They got plenty to eat, by the looks of it, and though it's mostly the same stuff, I wonder if they trade much with outsiders. Nawashiro. Taking an interest in the ship. Heh, good eyes. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like the Sakabune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently. What with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around? If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? What we got? What we got? Stacked crate. What's in this crate? No, don't mind the fact that I'm snooping. I'm not even like asking questions. I'm literally fucking going through their belongings. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Like, literally, I'm not even... Like, what? Like, that's gotta be the rudest motherfucking thing I could do here. Just fucking nose in on all their shit. I'd be pissed. I'm back, Lyse. Had a good look around? And we just need to wait for Lyse. Yeah, I snooped in all their shit. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tensoya said. I have no intentions of standing up to Yatsuyo. I don't know if the two got a different impression. If you two got a different impression. Under the right circumstances, they might help. I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. Damn straight. What better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Wouldn't it be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that? And you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck. You have learned the emote Eastern Bow. Let's at least gather them. Just considering stopping. I'm getting a little hungry. And we're almost at 2 hours. And obviously we got a lot of fetch things going on here. Kami take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? There's a lookout thing over there. A new recruit? From far-flung shores. Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Aokumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to quick escape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. I mean, I guess. Hey, I need to get some stuff from you. Come at the behest of Afume for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. Okay. How pitiful the lot of this Doman. Unable to stomach the sea, a true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Yeah, sure. Well, let's pick up these just in case they're over there too. Ah! Keep breaking my ankles. Kajika? You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you're courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of the Gayuki, feathered with arrows. I'd have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gayuki's tails, you know? But I did say you would need to be courageous, sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Yeah, we can at least gather them. The last voyage. Araname. You there. Aye, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Arun, or Ara? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onakoro. He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Let's go get the Gayuki carcass. Guess we can make our way around in general. Maybe we'll do these three and then call it. That'll put us over 2 hours, and that's a good time. Rotting carcass of the Gyuki emits a powerful stench that fills the air. Correct. Ball. Butcher the tail. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. Take me a long time to chop that off this tail and get the meat. Chop, chop, chop. Damn! I chopped it up so much the entire thing vanished. I think I butchered that motherfucker real good. I kind of like some kind of like demon walrus. Gonna fight. Yeah, you go fight. Surveying. He cast about for the Confederate recruit, but no one matching his description. But see no one matching his... Oh, okay, I remember this. I keep finding until I find the one that it is. I think this is a scripted location. I think it's always at a certain one, but... I don't necessarily remember for sure which one. No one matching his description. I think it's one of these. I think it might be this one. Because I think it's by, like, a couple rocks. Like this. So I thought it was that one over there. At last, spy a young Ari man lurking behind the rocks to the west. Stop hiding, motherfucker. Also, I want to know how I spotted this guy. Like, I was standing over there. There's no way I could see him. I have fucking X-ray vision. This is the only explanation. Who are you? Do you not look... You do not look like a woman of the Confederacy. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in the treacherous waters, and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made a peace with this life, and placed her faith in us to live on. Aww. He just cares about his friend. Who's seasick over here? Wait, isn't this the guy on the boat that I talked to? Oh, no, this isn't a... Okay. I was like, isn't this a... But no, I was looking at the wrong one. Here you go, seasick woman. Why does it shift and shutter still? Here you go. Medicines? Give them here! They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as Fume is. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. I mean, she kind of called you names. So, what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on a beach or some such? No, he was worried about his comrade. What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea his comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Here you go. Here's your shit. You've been away for a while, perhaps in search of a young Gaeki corpse? Yeah, here's some arrows and some meat. Damn, I got 8 pieces of meat. I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. Pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we do not bother hunting Gaeki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gaeki by wandering near my neglected kill. Like we did. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Nah, we passed your kill and we got fucking jumped. What's up? Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. First time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tensue unfold it all. Think of my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. We're gonna get down to Lyse, but I think we're gonna call it here before we continue on. Because we're kind of in a... Oh, I guess it's not Lyse specifically, but... Lyse's Stones is the quest name, so I just assumed. My bad. But yeah. Like I said. I think we're gonna call it here. So, like, comment, and subscribe, do all that YouTube shit. I'll see you in the next one.